All right, can you hear me?
I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because
All
I'm
right,
happy.
can
Clap
you?
along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, depending on where you are. All right, hi, Alan. How are you doing? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fourth session. This is yes. So it's day 2 of the Mastermind Annual Conference 2024, and it is the fourth session that we are going to have. All right, so we are waiting for other people to join. Okay, it's 1 minute to 4, and it's 4. I'm expecting more people should join any minute from now. Before they join, okay, while we wait for people to join, Alan, it's good to see you. Did you just grow so much in 1 year? It's even up to 1 year. You've grown so much. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Auntie Marybeth. I'm so happy to be here today.
Yeah. All right. So welcome everyone. I know some of us will be catching the replay. All right. So welcome to the Mastermind Conference. This conference that we put together for young people by young people. We proudly like to say that the Mastermind Conference is the conference for young people by young people. Why do we want young people to listen to young people? Because we know this without a doubt. I know this like I know my name, that children learn so well from each other. They learn so much from each other. Okay. And if you think about it, it's really simple why they do. Because when you listen to the next child or your peer, basically, what you're doing is you are connecting on a lighter or on an easier, platform or notes because you can relate to their experiences. Their experiences are usually similar to your experiences. The experience, Kamsi, sorry, 1 second. Are you sure your room is open? Yes. Okay. Because I'm wondering why people are not joining yet. All right. So the experiences are more authentic because they are similar. The children, I mean, young people, one young person and another young person. Sorry, Alan. 1 second, please. Sorry about that. We wanted to be sure that all the links that need to be in the right place are in the right place. Just 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Let's just do a bit of housekeeping here. 1 second, please. All right, so we had a challenge through at the time, so I think we just got that sorted. All right, sorry. All right, sorry about that. So the links were sent, but funny enough, they didn't drop. All right, so we just made sure of that now. All right, so sorry about that. So I'm sure we will have more people joining now. Apparently, I'm sure people were wondering what's going on here. Where's the link? All right, so as I was saying, so when young people listen to young people, first of all, their experiences are similar, so they can relate to what this person is saying because, yeah, it must have been something. I love to say, I always say this, that parenting is universal. Parenting is universal, and the struggles or the challenges that young people have is universal. It doesn't matter whether they are young people in China or in Asia, or in America, in North America, in Africa. The challenges are similar, apart from a few, few distinct things that are peculiar to certain environments. Apart from those peculiarities, as a result of different environments, the challenges of young people, of parenting, of growing, or being an adolescent or preteen or teenager are the same. All right. So when young people, no matter where it is that they are coming from or where they live, their geographical locations, their race and whatever, when young people listen to each other or one to the other, they're able to connect better, as I said. Their mannerism are similar. You know how they roll their eyes. The child in Canada will roll his eyes. The one in America will roll his eyes the same way when they are tired of adults nagging or adults being too adults. Do you understand? It's the same thing. They share similar emotions. So their emotions are relatable, basically. So because of that, it's easy. It's easier actually for them to connect and to, relate to what another young person is saying. So learning is more authentic. Learning is more natural. Learning is easier. Okay, when young people are learning from young people. So the challenge is, how do we find young people who are assertive? How do we find young people who are intelligent? How do we find young people who are focused? How do we find young people who are willing to learn, right? And who are knowledgeable and are wise? This is the challenge. So the moment you are able to find young people who are wise, that are focused, that are assertive, that are bold, that are confident, then you want to connect. Good luck. You need to mute yourself immediately. Who is that? Is that good luck? Mute yourself immediately. All right. So the moment you find young people who are all of these, who have all of these characteristics, then you need to connect, help your children connect with them. All right. Not because they are better, but because iron always sharpens iron. And the more your child connects with young people who are already focused enough and are self-motivated, it doesn't matter at what level. The moment you find young people whose heads are down, you need to have our children. We need to have our children who are this way, our children who are working towards being like this, our children who have already achieved this. We need to have them together. Come see, you need to mute, please. All right. So we need to have them together so that they can learn together. They can grow together. They can rub off each other. They can inspire each other. They can motivate each other. It's not competition at all. Children do not learn to, or they don't know how to compete at this level when they have the adults with the right mindset and adults with the right intentions. It is when adults do not have the right intentions, adults do not have the right empowering mindsets, and adults start projecting their lives into these children. That is why we get children who begin to compete with themselves, right, negatively. So the moment you have the right kind of adults with the right kind of, children that can be peer mentors, right? Then you want your child in that space. And this is what we offer in the Mastermind Circle, right? This is what we offer in the Mastermind Circle. When we have adults who are visionary, okay, we have adults who are visionary, we have adults who are very positive, visionary minded, adults who are not interested in shaming children, but rather in empowering children. Then we have young children, peer mentors who are exemplary, and the children, each of them can learn from each other. You don't want your child to ever leave a system like that, because staying in such a system for 1 year, 2 years would change a child's mindset altogether, especially when they are young and their minds are not set already. Their minds are still in that place where we're getting it set. I hope you know what the mindset is like. It's like pouring cast. When you pour cast in a container, what you are doing is the moment it casts, it's very difficult to change what is there. So at this foundation stage, when the children are 6 and 8 and 10 and 11, we want to put in the right habits. We want to put in the right conversations. We want to put in the right people. We want to put in the right ideology and all of that. in there so that as it is getting cast, the right things will get cast. And that way you have built a solid foundation and the children can run from there. So this is why we put together the Mastermind Circle, so that, the Mastermind Conference, basically, so we can bring more and more of this kind of children that we can already see. We have watched their patterns, we have followed their patterns, and we can see that they're already evolving, right? They're already evolving. They are getting greater, just like Fareed said. The last session was powerful. If you didn't watch, if you were not at the last session, you need to go and catch the replay. That session is a masterclass, even for an adult, and it came from a 13-year-old. It's a masterclass, even for an adult, and then for a child, it is the class is such that you want to take a pen and you want to put new things into what you do. Amazing session. Same with the session with Mobolorin, the first session today, the tech child, the child that loves animation, loves video games, loves all of these things that you all love, but has decided that he will not just consume, but that he was going to create with all of these things that he loves. So a typical case of a child who has somebody. So a typical case of a child who has decided to take their hobby and turn it into a dream. And this is what we say. A child who has identified his superpower and has decided to build a whole life and purpose around his superpower. And that way, he would never stop loving what he does. That way, the sky is, he would just keep growing and evolving, because every day at work is every day having fun. Every day at work is every day doing something that he loves. All right. So there is so much packed in here from these young people that we should be learning. All right. So before we move on, we're going to take a quick testimonial from the Mastermind Circle. All right. From a child in the Mastermind Circle, and then maybe one from a parent, and I would introduce the person that is going to be anchoring this session, a mastermind partner, and then, of course, he would introduce our guests for today. So welcome, everyone. Relax, open your mind, and tell yourself, I am here to learn. And I hope you can learn from anybody and everybody, from a 4-year-old, 10, 20, 30, 50-year-old. You can learn from anybody and everybody. The day you stop thinking you can learn from people is the day that you begin to have a fixed mindset. It's a fixed mindset that makes you think, I know too much. What can this one teach me? Your mind is fixed. Because if your mind is open, then you will say there probably is something that this one can teach me. All right, let's take that. We're ready, back office. We are ready. Are we ready, back office? Thank you very much. All right, so while the back office is getting set, who was in the last session? Can you share with us in the comments what's one thing that you learned from the last session that you are going to implement in your life? All right. Why are we sharing this thing?
Hi everyone, I'm Amina Ismail, and my 9-year-old son has been a part of Coach Merivet's Mastermind for the past 2 months thereabout, and honestly it's been a beautiful experience where starting to already see how he's being a lot more accountable, a lot more willing to do his task. So it's just interesting how Coach Marybeth constantly pours into them. She's constantly telling them how much value they have to offer, how they can be leaders, and how to start now. The interesting thing is just how she helps them to see that you're not too small to create value, you're not too small to start to have a relationship with money, build your money skills, understand and take care of your body, and all of just those life skills that we want our children to have. She gives them daily tasks every day. They have her voice in their head, and most times now he's the one who comes to tell me, like, Mama, we haven't done Coach Marybeth's task for the day. So yes, I'm just excited to see what it's going to be like a year from now. 18 months from now, it's going to be a beautiful thing. So I would recommend Coach Marybeth's Mastermind for every child, because the earlier you do this, the better, such that they understand a place of accountability and place of building skills. All right. I hope you join us in the cohort. All right. Bye bye.
All right, so that's a parent in the mastermind that joined the half-year circle of the mastermind. Thank you, ma'am, for that. We do powerful things at the mastermind. The children doing powerful things. The men and the matron, who happens to be me, all of us doing powerful things, growing together and becoming together. All right, can we take a message from our sponsors? If we're close by, can we, back office, is it possible to take a message from our sponsors? All right, so our sponsors are the people who made it possible for us to be here today, all right, because they decided to pay and they decided to, do all the things that we need to put this in place for us to have this today. So they are worthy of being acknowledged and celebrated. All right. We also want to send a shout out to the Mastermind conference team that has put together all the beauty that you see around the conference, all the many things that you see, the flyers, all of these, the studio, the way I look, everything, was put together by the team. And I think we should celebrate the team. All right. So do we have another message before we jump right into today's message? Back office, are we ready?
All right, just give me a sec. I'm getting the video from our sponsors right now.
All right then. So before then, I think Josh, David, are you in the house? If you are in the house, we can go ahead and introduce our guests while we're getting set. Okay, I learned that we need God in our life. Yes, that's how Farik started. He said before anything else, you need to know that you need God first. Hold on to God, and then we can move from there. All right.
At Edgard Consulting, we are committed to constantly challenging the status quo and finding new and creative ways to address our clients' security needs. We offer a wide range of services, including security assessments, workshops, training, and specialized equipment. With decades of experience in the security industry and a team of expert security consultants, our clients can trust that with Edgard Consulting, their future is secured. We pride ourselves on developing unique and innovative solutions that would help you protect your business and give you peace of mind. Contact us today to request a consultation and learn more about our expert security solutions.
Man, this is great. I'm loving this.
Choose Edgard Consulting today, where a personalized touch is guaranteed. Edgard Consulting, building a secure future.
All right, amazing. So these are the people, Edgard Consulting. They do everything safety. So if you own a school, your parents own a school, or even in your home, you want fire drill and safety drills and all of that, you can reach out to them if you are in Abuja, Nigeria, or any part of Nigeria, and they can come all the way, they have offices all around. So you can reach them on 080-378-63724, and you can reach them on their website also, www.edgardconsulting.com. All right. So if you are a business, you have a large large number of staff, or you're a school, then you need them, right, to make sure that safety is key. We've heard of schools where children would choke and they die because they didn't know what to do with them, first aid, and all of that, drowning and all of that. So you need the teachers and everyone needs to be equipped so that they know what to do. We also have other sponsors. We have Witty Mind Bookshop. Okay, they sell all kinds of inspirational books, and they can actually send books all the way to countries away, outside Nigeria, and of course every city around Nigeria. They are in Abuja also. We'll talk about more of our sponsors. We have individual sponsors. We have Mr. and Mrs. Udokwere, Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Udokwere. They supported and of course supported this conference. We also have other parents who did. And so we'll be mentioning more of them as the conference goes. So in the meantime, we're going to introduce our guests and take this from here. All right, the person that's going to be facilitating this session is another mastermind partner, David Stephen Goals. David is going to be your host more of at the session, and I'm just going to go back and matron. I'm just going to be the matron as usual while the young people do their thing. Remember, it's a conference for young people by young people. David, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone. As you, I'm sure you already know, my name is David Siringo, and today, Alan's going to be doing a session with us. Oh, hey, Alan. How's it going?
It's good, and you?
Oh, fine. So, if anybody has any questions during the session, you can note it down or put it in the chat, and we'll go back to them at the end of the session after Alan is done talking. And also, please try to make as little noise as possible. And I think that's it. So, Alan, I think the stage is yours now.
All right, thank you. May I share my screen? I don't have the ability to do it.
All right, just a second. You'll be able to share your screen now. Back office, let us know when Alan can share his screen.
All right, Alan can share now. Should be able to share now.
All right, so hello everyone. My name is Alan. I'm a 14-year-old teenager from a Cameroonian teenager. And I'm currently living in Canada. And sorry for if I have any spelling or grammar mistakes. I'm still learning English since my first language is French. And the topic of my presentation is going to be about going the extra mile as a teenager. And now going the extra mile as a teenager outside of school hours can improve not only your GPA, but your valuable skills for your future success. And why I think it's important is because it's also based on my own personal experience. My first year in high school, I have to say, I wasn't trying to do anything to be.
Sorry, please, who is annotating? I'm going to have to take that person out now.
Sorry about that, Alan. All right, everyone, you need to mute yourself, please. You need to mute yourself so that you are not disturbing the speaker. And you need to put your hand, the only thing your hand should be doing is holding a pen or pencil and writing on your book. Leave your computer screen alone, please, guys. Okay, Kamsi, don't take anyone out here now. Okay, so please, that's your warning. If you write on the screen again, we can find who it is from here and we'll just remove you nicely so that there will be peace. All right, let's go on, please. Sorry about that, Anna.
So as I was saying, from my personal experience, my first year in high school was probably not the best since I was trying to stay in the shadow. I didn't try to do anything else, learn new skills and have fun. And so today I'm going to tell you why it is important or crucial to go the extra mile as a teenager, and not just as a teenager, but also as a preteen or just a child. So first, it's going to help with personal growth. So by pushing beyond what's
Please, what are you doing?
by pushing you can push beyond what's comfortable or expected for your own personal development. You'll discover your strength and weaknesses and learn new skills, and that is something I was very happy to do. Well, I have to say that I worked a lot on my personal growth, especially on my second year of high school, since my I also had my parents encouraging me, telling me to do more things, telling me to not just have good grades in school, but try to do other activities and learn new skills. Secondly, it's going to build your character. So effort and perseverance is going to shape your character. And teenagers who strive to more than the minimum develop qualities like resilience, determination, and integrity. And I think that is something that is very important for your future. Because if you don't have a character, you have no way to show what you're really made of. You have no way to prove that you can do more than what other people who just do the same thing do. And I think building character is something that is probably one of the most important thing to do as a human being, because you also have to learn about yourself. Third, you have to set foundation for your future success. And have I did this exercise, but well, with a teacher. They told us that the habits that you form during your teenage years, they often set your trajectory to your adulthood. So for example, if you have good habits, you're gonna have good grades, you're gonna have a good job, and so on, and that's what they usually told us. But if you have bad habits, it's going to bring you down. You're going to go through a lot of you're gonna do a lot of mistakes, have a lot of things that you would do a lot of things that you wouldn't like to do. And I think that setting foundation for your future is also a way to set your goals. Setting goals are extremely important in life, since everybody sets goals, no matter how old you are. Even your parents set goals, your teachers set goals, your idols have goals themselves. And fourth, your positive impact. So by going above and beyond, it can influence your peers, your friends, your community. It's going to inspire other people to strive through excellence. So, for example, if people see that you're a very good person, you do well in school, you do well in other activities, you're gonna be like, oh wow, this is a good kid. He does a lot of things. I'm going to try and be like him. I'm going to copy him. I want to be I want him to be my role model. And I think that is something a positive impact is always important for friends, because sometimes some people need help but they don't know how to do it. And when they look up to you, they know that there's still is if you can do it, they can do it as well. And fulfillment is the sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. It's going to bring a lot to you. So I remember when I my first activity I did was volleyball, and we made the playoffs, which was something very exciting to me because I've never really tried to do before that. I never really tried to do any other activities apart from just staying at home, doing my own things, only focusing on school. And now, how I was able to do it is by doing curricular activities. So students involved in curricular activities tend to have higher GPAs, so a higher grade average. Uh, and the research indicate that the correlation between the participation of activities and academic success is going to it's going to bring a lot to you. For example, more people, 32% of people who did extracurricular activities were able to have their dream jobs. Well, and I think that it's very impressive to see how much doing other things apart from what you're only able to do. Well, you're only your limit, doing more than your limit is something that is very important. I think that is very impressive to see those statistic because we're having a dream job is something that I would like. Is also something that is important. It's something that you need, and another fun fact is that 70% of CEOs all did extracurricular activities or have had other engagement. So it shows that doing something besides from only what you're teach to do or only what your limitations are going is going to boost you. It's going to give you a lead compared to other people. So how can you do it? Well, first you have to take initiatives. So if you see something that needs to be done, do it without being asked. So for example, if you see that you want to learn skills about uh maybe you want skills about personal growth, engagement, how to work better. Well, I think that is you just have to do it right away. You don't need to someone to tell you. If you see that you have a lot of lack and weaknesses, you lack in many other like life aspects. Well, it's important to take care of it. And setting goals, well, you aim for something that you expect. You have to set your personal goals and challenges so that you're gonna be on track. You're gonna be working. You're gonna be focused on your goals. You're gonna be wanting to achieve them, and it's gonna be a lot more. You're gonna have a lot more motivation to do something with goals than without it. Uh, and you also have to learn continuously. So learning, if you keep learning, you're always going to always going to look for ways to improve yourself, your skills, and not only that, but your knowledge. And this could be through reading, taking an online course, asking for feedbacks. You can get help from teachers, you can get help from your parents or mentors and other people around you. Now you can also do it by helping others. So you have to offer your assistance to peers, teachers, your community, and member. And going the extra mile often involves helping others achieving their goals as well, because not only are you going to learn skills like teaching or communication and or working as a group, but it's also going to you're also going to learn new things in the meantime by mutually. Staying committed, even though it's something that a lot of people lack, commitment is probably the most important aspect once you want to achieve something. Perseverance is going to be your key part of going the extra mile, since without commitment, you have no motivation, you don't want to continue, you have no determination, you're not focused, you're just standing there, you're not doing anything. And it's something that I've realized among my friends that most of them they say that they're going to do something, they have goals, but they have no commitment and no will to fulfill it. And you also have to be creative and find a unique way to solve your own problems or add value to it. This can mean that by thinking outside the box, bringing a new perspective to your task. I Being creative is maybe let's say you want to learn how to swim, but you can't do it the proper way. Or maybe by being creative, you have to find a way yourself to do it. You have to find different loopholes and way around to learn not only your skill, but it's also some creativity is also going to open your mind on many different aspects. And partnering with other people like collaboration and like-minded individuals who can help you achieve more together than you could alone. As humans, we're built to work as a society. A human cannot work all alone. The human cannot function alone. Everything that has been built over generation has always been about collaboration, and communication. And so I think that is something that's going to be very important also, not only in your future, but also right now, especially for working in for group projects. It's and also it works in every aspect in life, such as sports, school, work, and even in your family. It's something that you have to partner up. You have to get on the same ground, have the same way of thinking. Maybe not, even if you don't have the same way of thinking, you still have a way to agree, a way to find solutions to many other problems. And making sacrifices is sometimes going the extra mile means you have to give up something else. You have to prioritize your time and energy on what is important. And I think it's something that many teenagers these days lack of, and something that they need to work on, because sometimes they want to do something, they want to go the extra mile on, it could be many domain, but the problem is they don't want to make sacrifices. They don't want to take risks. They don't want to take chances or anything that's going to change their routine and the way of their personal life. They don't want anything to be. They don't want any changes to them. They just want to stay the same way, stay on the same ground. Now the value of going the extra mile as a teenager it involves surpassing ordinary efforts to achieve exceptional results. For example, you can be an A student, but if you go the extra mile, you'll be an A plus student. And by pushing boundaries, you're seeking for excellence, not only in extracurricular activities, but it's going to individually cultivate your mindset, your dedication, and your perseverance that can lead to your academic and personal growth. And so we can, for example, if you think that let's say you want to have but higher grades, you want a scholarship maybe. Well, if you just stick with good grades, well, not eventually you're not always going to have a scholarship, especially these days and in North America. Universities tend to give scholarships to those who go who think outside the box. For example, athletes who also have good grades in sport are most likely to have scholarships. You can have as not only scholarships but sponsorships as well from other big companies. It's also helpful because it's paving your path to success. So, adolescents who embrace challenges and push themselves beyond limits, pursue and develop essential qualities, like time management and leadership skills, which are very important skills, because I have to say, I'm still working on it, but I have a big problem with time management. And sometimes I happen to be behind schoolwork, even though I submit it in time with everything I do, like sports, I have other homeworks, I have other classes, other activities, other things to do. It's very hard if I don't have time management. I usually end up being so busy. My mind is I'm always tired. But if you learn, as soon as I'll be able to learn the skill, I'm going to feel a lot more light, less pressure. And leadership skills is not only by being a leader, but being a good person. Uh, being a leader, yes, it's important, but if you don't have the personality that goes with it, you can't go very far. And these attributes are going to enhance your academics, your performance, and prepare you to for high school, college, university, but many even in the work field, but also many different areas in life. It also involves your friendships and your relationships. Now the skills that you're gonna develop through not only curriculars but going the extra length is diverse have a diverse set of skills. They may not be used for your academics, but it's going to be used for other things like problem solving, and which can be used with creative thinking, and these will nurture your development and equip you with valuable abilities for personal and professional journey. And since it's skill development is something that you really need, especially in future years, where people are going, if you don't know extra skills, you're not going to be able to go on and beyond, achieve your dreams, achieve your goals. And it's something that people have realized over the years because school only teaches you how to be an efficient worker, but you have to personally work yourself to be someone different, and you have to go outside the box. You have to think on and beyond, and you can't stay the same on the same ground. You're not going to be able to go very far. You're going to go around doing the same thing, having the same routine. While if you learn more skills, you're going to have a vast variety of beautiful options that are going to show up to you in the future. Uh, Well, benefits of participation in extracurricular activities foster in range of essential skills like accountability, time management, collaboration, and these skills are crucial for not only high school, beyond, and it's going to shape your individual, and it's going to prepare you to value various challenges in life. And 50% of students who do extracurricular activities tend to have a 50% higher classroom attendance rate. It's not only is it going to improve your grades in school, but it's also going to help you build more skills, more going to learn a variety of new things. And I think that is something that a lot of people don't tend to do. They don't want to participate. For example, when I was in my first year in high school, I still remember my mom asked me, "Why aren't you doing anything after school?" I told her I was too scared. I didn't know anyone. I was too shy. High school was too intimidating. But the thing is, what I haven't thought of is that I could have asked teachers. I could have tried to socialize. I could have, and it would have helped me collaborate. But not only that, it would have helped me with my public speaking abilities. I would have been less shy. I would have been a lot more open-minded, and it's something that, of course, I was able to fix over the years. But it's something that I wish I would have known a lot earlier. And now, going the extra mile is going to include your transition from high school to college or university. And so, I have a lot of friends who told me that the transition between high school and college is something that's not, it's pretty difficult to adapt at first. And by going the extra mile, not only are you going to learn new habit, but you're going to have good habits. You're going to be able to work properly. Have excellent academic achievements, and it's not just going to be through extracurricular participation, although it plays a vital role into shaping your profile and showcasing your interest and skills and commitment. But it's also going to help you stand out in college application, and it's going to prepare you for challenges, not only for higher education, but it's also going to help you with challenges in life. For example, I know that many of you here, one thing you like to do is play soccer or read a book. But if you don't use it to your advantage, you just play soccer by yourself or read a book by yourself and not think of maybe writing one yourself or becoming a soccer player. You're just going to stand there. You're not going to be thinking of going on and beyond. You're not going to be out being one of many. Not gonna stand out. You're just gonna be a regular person, but you don't want to be a regular person. You have to be some overachiever. And no, I know I've talked a lot about extracurricular activities, but it's probably for me, I think it's personally the best way to go the extra length as a teenager, because there's not many options that open to us besides from extracurricular activities. It's also there's not many opportunities for personal development, and although it's not in a once in a lifetime thing, it's always better to use extracurricular activities because it all opens a lot more doors and opportunities. And it's something that schools have decided to use a lot more these days. It's something that I've decided to do a lot more. I've tried to get my friends in my community implicated as well. I think it's important for everyone to do at least 1 hour of extracurricular activities in school, at least 3 times a week. And something I haven't talked about is the long-term benefits. So investing your time and efforts into activities during your teenage years are going to lead to significant long-term benefits. You're going to have good habits, dedication, perseverance, skill development, and you're going to acquire that through the pursuit of strong foundation for success in higher education, career endeavor, and personal goal growth. And the long-term benefits of it is mostly good habits and a higher knowledge of your into showcasing your skill and abilities. The and you do that by extracurricular curricular activities are going to help you do that by building your character, building your personal by helping with your personal growth. It's going to help with your uh the way you act, the way you think, the way you do things. Many people just as I said, they tend to do the same thing over and over again. They never think of doing something new, and trying something new is never something that has been bad. And some you may not like it at first, but over the years, months, and days that are going to go by, it's going to be maybe your passion or your future interest. And now exponential growth through extracurricular engagement is those who participate in those activities foster a growth mindset, better resilience, and leadership capabilities that extend far beyond the teenage years. And by engaging in those diverse pursuits and continuously challenging on self, these individuals pave to have more continuous learning. They keep trying to become a better person, achieve many new things for your future path and careers. It's going to open a lot more doors and opportunity for them. It's something that is amazing, and I encourage all of you guys to do not only extracurricular activities, but find other ways to go on and beyond. And it also applies for school. So don't try to get A's, try to get A plus. And if and not only school, but also try to learn new skills. Maybe not true. Maybe if extracurricular doesn't work for you, you just remember you always have your parents, your mentors, your teachers who can help you find something to work on, not only for yourself but also for your future. So the journey of going the extra mile as a teenager through active involvement in extracurricular activities leads to a multitude of benefits, including enhanced academic performance, skill development, and long-term success. The efforts put in these formative years laid the groundwork for prosperous and fulfilling future. And something that I also have to share is that after I started doing more curricular activities, I was able to have more confidence in myself. I wasn't as shy as I used to be. I was more of an open-minded person. I was a curious person, adventurous. My grades I went from A to A plus eventually, and I became a better athlete. I became a better person, and I was able to win many awards for those, including Athlete of the Year for my school. So among 500 athletes in my school, I was able to stand out of all of them. And I did this all by putting my efforts to it, by sacrificing hours, by sacrificing my time, And it's something that I encourage all of you to do so. Something I wish every teenagers would learn how to do. I I really hope that it's something that's it's gonna help you stand out, be different from others, showcase your skills and abilities, not only for college application, but also the for your future, maybe potentially future jobs and future and it's something that I wish for everyone to go through, to have the experience. And without further ado, thank you for your time and your listening.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Alan, for that insightful session. Does anybody have any questions?
All right. So thank you very much. Well done, David. Well done, Alan. Amazing, amazing as usual. Did I tell you guys that Alan is a Mastermind Pro? Like he used to be a Mastermind partner and he graduated. So that's a Mastermind graduate you see there. Awesome, Alan. Thank you very much. So Kamsi, let's take Alan's profile if you're ready. Now, for those of you who have questions, David said, get set with your questions. So why don't you go ahead now and then put your questions in the comment section, please. Put your comment in this question in the comment section, or put them together, and David will tell you how you're going to share your questions. In the meantime, we're going to get Alan's profile. We didn't read that at the beginning. We can get to read that if back office is ready. If back office is not ready, then let's see the questions come up. Well done, Alan. Well done, David. Well done, everyone. All right, are we ready?
Alan is a 14-year-old teenager who is proudly Cameroonian but is currently living in Ottawa, Canada. He is a ninth grade high school student and the eldest child in his family. Some of his hobbies are sports as well as reading, writing, and coding. Alan is an energetic and innovative teenager in search of more knowledge, multiple skills, and abilities. He is friendly and helpful when assisting others. In addition, he is very organized and dependable teen who succeeds at managing multiple priorities and tasks with a positive attitude. He can also handle multiple projects simultaneously with a high degree of accuracy and solid artistic design and team leadership experience. Alan is well known for his positive attitude, willingness to serve, great organization skills, team spirit, public speaking skills, and attention to details. He has won many awards and nominations, some of which are listed below. Multiple times exemplary student of the year, awarded most valuable player in soccer at school, nominee for most valuable player in volleyball, nominee for most valuable player for track and field, nominee of athlete of the year, leadership award for volleyball school team, member of journalism club, lifeguard certification, actor for a TV show. Alan has also served as a Mastermind team lead, coach for soccer boys junior at school, speaker at youth conferences, and in various leadership positions in his church. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Alan Mafu.
All right, thank you very much. That was one of our Mastermind partners. So in the Mastermind, we believe that children have a voice, and that voice should be heard. It doesn't have to be very loud. It doesn't have to be very smooth. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a voice, and the more children train to use that voice, the better and more confident they become using their voices. So no, you can't be amongst us and you are not here talking to us one day, because your voice is what you're supposed to use. You can't be quiet and the world will hear you. You can be quiet and the world will hear the message that you carry. And every one of us has got a message. Thank you very much. David, do we have questions? Have you looked in the comments? Someone says, I need to say something important. I need to say something important. Who is this? Because please come and say your important thing. Who is that? Go ahead. I want to say something important. He went on and on. Who is that? Is everyone muted? 15 Pro Max. You need to write your name when you come to the meeting so that we are referring to you as your name and not 15 Pro Max. So 15 Pro Max, please, can you go ahead and say what you have to say? Kamsi, please unmute 15 Pro Max. He has something important to say. Guys, any other questions? All you football lovers, all you volleyball lovers, all you sports lovers. Okay. Am I muted? Was I muted? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was wondering for a minute there. All right, so all you volleyball lovers, basketball lovers, sport boys and girls, come and ask Alan all your questions. Yes, ask him. If you notice, Alan was talking about college opportunities and all of that, and he is a grade 9 student. Now, what does this tell you? It tells you that as a focused person, you don't wait till 1 year. You don't wait till it's 2 years, or in fact, I'm even saying 1 year. Some of us, both us, the children and our parents, it is when it is 4 months to when we need something that we begin to plan for it. No, what it means is that you start planning. That's why when we plan and we talk about planning, we say there are short-term goals and there are long-term goals. You should have these two kinds of goals in front of you at all times. What are your short-term goals for the next 3 months, next 6 months, or next 1 year? What are your vision for 5 years, for 10 years from now? So that's why in the mastermind, I love to ask them the question. I love to tell them, everyone in the mastermind here knows that I say to you, write a letter to your 15-year-old self. That's for the junior partners. The senior partners, to tell you, write a letter to your 20-year-old self, because it is when you identify or you realize that there is a 20-year-old that you're going to be someday, not very long from now. There's a 15-year-old that you're going to be soon. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to be when you are then and you are that age? You need to start thinking of the 15-year-old. You need to start thinking of the 20-year-old. Now, if you start thinking of the person you will become, then you will start acting right today. Because as young children, you are in a place where whatever you do today, the choices you make today, the things you do today, the things you say today are actually preparing you for the future and what you will be and what you will do or what you will become in the next 5 years and the next 10 years. So it's very important. I can't see any questions around here. David, can you see any? Do you want to ask your question? You want to raise your hand, unmute yourself and ask your questions if you have any? Does anyone have questions to ask Alan? Alan is a super sports person. He's even a junior sports coach. Like, he coaches juniors. So you better ask him questions. Ask him how you're going to get better. Ask him how you're going to be relevant with that skill that you have. Ask him what university is he attending. No, he's not in university. He's sounding like he's in university, right? He's in grade 9. So he's in year 9. That is like JSS 3. You see, he's sounding like he's in year 12, right? Awesome. That's what you do when you put into yourself, when you learn, when you keep trying to grow and you keep trying to evolve, you begin to sound much more older. When Farex was here, a lot of people said, oh, he's sounding like a 17-year-old, but no, he's 13. All right, now you're asking Alan if he's in university. No, he's just in JSS 3, in year 9. All right, guys, so that's what happens. You read book, you stay focused, you do what you have to do. Don't kid yourself. These people are also having fun, because some of you will be like, yada, yada, yada. Oh, they are losing their childhood. What do you think is childhood? I'm asking both you, the child, and sometimes some of our parents join us in thinking that childhood is playing with your iPad from morning to night. Childhood is jumping around and having no focus. No, that is not childhood. That is confusion. Okay? So if you are one person that you come back from school, you want the iPad, or you want a phone, or you want the TV, or you are addicted. You're like someone that is taking drug. The kind addiction the person has is the type that you have. So you are addicted. You are not living your childhood. You're actually addicted. And if you don't cure that addiction right now by doing extracurricular activities, you are going to struggle when you are an adult, because the addictions do not go away. So you will find out your mates are building and changing the world, you are playing video games. Your mates are building and changing the world, you are looking for which Telemundo or which series to watch. Okay, all these things. Let's not do the things that do not add to us. A little entertainment here, there. 1 hour, none of you has a business with more than 1, 2, tops 3 hours screen time. Right now, at the weekend, if you are above, if I'm saying 3 hours, I'm even talking of those of you who are full teenagers. Those of you are 14, 15 there, but that's when you should have 3 hours. Apart from that, what are you doing on the screen for 3 hours? Except you are creating your own animation, or you are creating your own brain super brainy boy, or what's Gobolorin's this. If you are creating your brainy series and you need to get inspiration from the cartoons or whatever you are watching so that you can create your own, then it's understandable. But if all your problem is just to sit down and entertain yourself, the more you do that, the more your brain is closed, because your level of dopamine, that's hormone that is released in our body when we're having too much fun. It fuels our body and then it blocks our brains from being able to learn very well. And it makes us very distracted. So sitting down and focusing on schoolwork becomes difficult, or focusing on anything, independence, self-development, becomes difficult. All right. So that's why some of us cannot come to this class and sit down and learn for 1 hour. Because like this, some are even running away, they can't come. It's because you don't know how to stay focused. So we need to learn that today and from now henceforth. All right, so if we don't have any questions for Alan, David, do you have any questions? David, do you have any questions? Is he muted? All right, come see why David is coming up. We can play another review, right, from a Mastermind child this time. I hope you can all hear me. David, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right, so come see, let's get another review and then we can take a picture together. Thank you, Derek. We can take a picture together and then we will go and chill, have a snack or something, and we can come back for our final session. Oh, no, yes, for today.
My name is Asha Fortune, and I'm a Mastermind partner. The Mastermind has helped me because it has made me to study well and behave myself, and also respect my parents and do responsibility. It has helped me with responsibility, self-talent, and a lot of skills. Today I want boys and girls to join the Mastermind, and I'm almost 8 years old. I am a Mastermind partner, and I love doing Mastermind Circle because it makes me feel happy, and it makes me feel more responsibility to do with my house chores. Thank you.
All right, so that is Asha. So you can be a part of the Mastermind Circle. For parents, you can have your children from 6 to 14. Join us in the next cohort that is starting in September. All you need is to book a slot. It's a 1-year program, so you're with us for an entire year. All right, the child is with us every day for 365 days, no leave, no transfer. All right, so yes, you can book a slot for the Mastermind with 5,000 naira only, and then you can pay the rest. The information will be in the group if you would like to, take the opportunity to have the child become a part of this transformational experience. Thank you so much, Alan. Do you have a last word for us, Alan? Did you mute Alan, Kamsi? Kamsi, you need to unmute Alan.
All I can say is that thank you for your time. Thank you for inviting me and thinking of me. And I was very happy to be here today. And I invite everyone to do extracurricular activities and also find a way to stand out from other teenagers and help out your community as well. But without further ado, thank you so much and have a good day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Alan. Without further ado, be helpful in your community, volunteer wherever you find yourself. Leadership begins with serving. Wherever you are approached to be a blessing to other people, wherever you are approached or you are asked to help out, to make things easier for other people, show up. Start with being kind at home, supporting your parents, your younger siblings, your older siblings, in church, in the mosque. Start there in your community. Start in your mentorship community, in the mastermind, or whatever community you belong to. Start there to shine your light and do the extra. Wherever you have a commitment, show up and show up well. We like to say, put your best foot out, meaning do it to the best of your ability. Your ability may not be perfect, but it's your best. So stretch yourself and give your best to everything you have to do every time you have an opportunity to do it. Okay? Then do extracurricular activities, music, playing the piano and other instruments, football, games, sports, do that. Okay? Read lots of books so that you can serve, public speaking, poetry, right? And then, of course, inspiring and motivating other people. All right? Learn to play chess if you have to. Learn to play chess, of course. Chess, do lots of puzzles and things like that. Okay? Games, all of these. There's so many things, extracurricular activities. They learn to sew. Why not? Learn to make good. So thing is, Kamsi said yesterday, if you can put in right now that you are young, you can start putting in the effort right now that you are young. Okay, he said something about the 10,000. Is it 10,000 or 100? 10,000 hour rules. Is that what it is? By the time you have done that for consistently for 7 to 10 years, you will be an expert in that area. So think about it. If you're 8 right now, you start doing something now. Alan says, do it every time. Farag said the same thing. Do it consistently, right? Farag said, even if you do a little of it every day, you're better off than doing it once in a while. Alan has said to you, show up and then, of course, participate in all of this. His mother asked him, why aren't you participating? Sometimes all you need is to allow yourself participate and you will become someone who can mix with other people and socialize with them. The reason that a lot of us do not know how to socialize is because we are not doing activities that will help us socialize. So instead of sitting down there, someone said in the other class that she's very vibrant at home, but in school she doesn't talk. First of all, you need to get in and start doing the things that other people do. There's no how you play volleyball and you will not talk to the people you're playing with. Oh, pass it here. If you have said pass it here to me, is it to now say hello to that person outside that will be a problem? No. There's no how you play football and someone kicks you, oh, my leg, and the person comes, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry about it. That the next time you see the person, you will not give them a thumbs up. So these extracurricular activities, first of all, will help you build social skills. And I love the way Alan puts it. There are many extracurricular things that we can do out there. But as young people, what is available to you, okay, that is easy for you to connect with is sports and simple things like, sports, chess, things like that. Sports is one of the easiest ones, okay? So sports, chess, serving in your community, because as Fares said, your special power or your talents may not just be in sports, singing, dancing, and all of that. It could be in the way that you respond to things in your environment. It could be in the way you solve math, right? It could be in the way you piece puzzles that other people do not know how to. It could be in the way your mind works. And so you can play chess in a way that others can't. And I hope you know, as Fareed said, when you finish putting yourself in this space, you're able to take the skill there to your everyday life. For a person that plays chess, you are able to navigate the world because you're able to think critically about the moves that you make, even outside. So no child should not be doing extracurricular activities. No child should not be doing more. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you. It was a fantastic session, Alan. We celebrate you. It would be here on YouTube, so you can use the link to catch the replay. It will always be there. You can go back and continue to catch the replay and make sense, more sense and more sense every time you watch this until you can take it and apply it in your life. So see you guys at 6 p.m. when we have our next session. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.
Wait. Excuse me.
Kamsi, are we going to take a picture? iPhone 15 Pro Max, what is it?
Thank you for allowing me to say something. Okay.
Okay.
So you need to focus on your studies. Never leave your studies behind. Some people find it difficult to study. Even all the creators that made apps study. You should have love for your education. If you love your education, you will be successful. Like Anna said, you need to have determination, commitment, and discipline. You need to be focused. Put your education first. Some 10 years old and 11 are still acting like babies. They need to level up. They need to be hardworking. Never forget about your books. Your studies will help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your studies will help you. Extracurricular activities will help you. Your habits will help you. Okay. The way you address people will help you. Okay. Every aspect of your life, if you do it together and you put all of this together, it will help you become the person that God has created you to be. So not one thing alone, all of these things, and you can do well in every area of your life. Build all of them at the same time, okay? And then you will be everything God has created you to be. Kamsi, are you taking a picture of us? Should we do cheese?
All right, everyone smile and let's take a picture before we close. Oh yeah, let me turn on my video now that we're taking picture. Hello everyone, I'm here. So now everyone should smile. Let me take a picture.
Who are these people that are not showing themselves? Please come live, come live, come live. Let's take a picture. Smile, big smile. Thank you very much. Where is this? Fumi, lights, turn on your camera. Let's take a picture. All right, Jaden, look at you there. All right then. All right, come see, we're ready.
All right. So I have taken.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Alan. It was nice seeing you again. Bye, everyone. Come see, play us some music. We like to dance.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. We celebrate you.
All right, give me a sec. Let me just find my music and play a bit of that. Like.
Kamsi's music is taking forever. Why?
Sorry. This is common right now.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it. So don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you
All right, you can
close.
write your question in the group. Jenny, you have a question in the group. Go and share in the group one thing that you learned from this session. All right, go and drop your quotes. Tell your mommy to type it for you in the group and send it there. Okay, guys? Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just
All right,
dance,
thank you, everyone.
dance,
See you in
dance.
about an hour's time.
Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't